Yo, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, ate plenty of food. I know I didn't want to get up this morning and do anything, but we're pushing to get this Accord done to take it to the track, so we got to make things happen. Right now I'm heading up to the parts store so I can get some parts and stuff, obviously, for the Accord. I want to get the exhaust manifold gasket and the ceramic coating paint, all that kind of stuff, so we can do the manifold and everything for the Accord, get the manifold back on the car, get all the turbo stuff back on the car permanently, and keep pushing for the rest of the stuff and just see how far we can go. I gotta take the distributor off the Accord, take it apart, and I'm setting the harness inside the distributor out to rye wire so they can build a jumper harness setup for me so I can run the F23 OBD1 distributor in the Accord. So we'll have that done too. So let's get to the parts store, get what we need, and head on back. All right, so we're back at the shop. Right now what I'm gonna do, just gotta take the turbo off, the manifold back off. I mean, there's just 2 bolts or so, 3 actually. Hold the manifold on, get this turbo off, get the manifold off. We're gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and sandblast it some more, and then put it in the oven for a little bit, get it hot, stuff like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the ceramic coating on it, all that stuff. And then when that whole process is done, got the gasket here, we can go ahead and put it all back on the car and get all the turbo stuff back on the car for good. I want to take the intercooler piping back off, blow it all out and stuff from when we were cutting and the piping and all that. Make sure all the metal shavings are out of it, stuff like that, and go ahead and plumb the blow valve right. I got to put the ring in there and everything because it's just sitting on there. Shorten this up, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, so I just want to get all the turbo stuff dialed in on the car, tightened down, everything's good, so we don't got to worry about none of that stuff. So the turbo part of it will be done. I do got to get the distributor off, take it apart, and then the wiring that's inside here, I got to send that out to rye wire, so I'll probably do that on Monday, have them build it so we can go ahead and get this distributor put on the car right here. So we'll have more adjustments, and that's a better distributor anyways to run, you know, than this stock F23 distributor. So guys, sorry the lighting is bad. This light here completely went out and is not working at all. So I already messaged them and stuff to see about them replacing that whole unit because I'm tired of it. And then we still got the one in here. One of these here is blown out as well. So hopefully I can get them in here to get this all fixed so we have good lighting in here. So let's stop talking, let's get to work. All right, so I got the turbo stuff off. I went ahead and put the gasket on here just so it's there. We know it's ready to go. Manifold here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the sandblaster, sandblast it a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. I got the lights off. So yeah, got the compressor filled up. I'm just gonna use this one just because I'm only gonna be sandblasting this little bit here. And yeah, then we'll go ahead and get this in the oven, get it hot and everything, and move forward. So let's go ahead and get this sandblasted real quick. All right, so I got the manifold all cleaned up, wiped down, everything like that. I'm gonna take my heat gun. I was gonna put it in the oven, but I don't want to run the generator right now because we don't got 220 in the shop yet. So I'm gonna take my heat gun and heat it up just a little bit. Then we're gonna do total probably like 3 or 4 coats of it and let it cure for a little bit, and then we'll throw some more heat at it to help it bond to the material. Yeah, I don't have the high heat primer here. I do got a primer here that's like high heat, but it's not the 2000 degree one. So I might still try that and see how it works out. So let me get everything set up, then we'll go. Okay, so I'm pretty much gonna leave this like this for a few minutes, not too much because this is plastic and I don't want it to melt through the crate. But I just want to get the material a little hot. I don't know if you can see me in the frame or not, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this like this for a little bit and go from there. All right, guys, so I've had this on here for about 10 minutes or so. I've gone from the top over here, each one for a few, so roughly 10 to 20 minutes ish. I've had the whole process, but a couple minutes or so in each port. Went around it. Just want to get a little warm, not too hot. It is kind of breezy out right now too, but I mean, I'm still able to touch it. You know, I just want to get a little warm. You know, not too crazy. So yeah, should be about good. But yep, this is what we're going to be using right here. So shake out the can for a little bit. And I have it facing down because I'm not worried about painting the bottom part where the gasket's going to be at. So makes it a lot easier not have to clean that up. This here and here, I can easily go ahead and scuff that up a little bit with the Scotch-Brite or something like that. But for the most part, I'm focusing everywhere else, you know. So just can a few shakes, and we'll lay her down. Just want a light coat at first, nothing heavy. Try and cover everything with a light coat. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes or so. Then we'll come back, do another coat. We'll do that about 3 times. And each coat you want to do a little heavier. And then when we're done with the last coat, we'll go ahead and let it sit in there with some heat for a little bit. Alright, so off camera I went ahead and did another coat, a little heavier, and let that sit for a little bit. And while we're letting that dry up, I'm going to go ahead and get the blow valve off so I can go ahead and get the gasket in there, or O-ring, whatever, in it, all that snug tight, and then shorten this up, put it here, things like that. Make sure this is all good, tight, everything. And then I want to blow out some of this intercooler piping that we cut to make sure there's no shavings in anything. And then go from there, you know. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Alright, so got the blow valve fully mounted on there. Putting that little O-ring on there was a pain in the butt. So, but I got it all on there. It's all snug tight. Got this shortened up a little bit. Got this tight. Push on as far as I can get it. Whew. That was a pain in the butt. I used a little RTV around the rim just to try and hold that gasket on there. And I had to hold it for like 5 minutes to like got a little tacky where we'll hold the O-ring on there. Put the blow valve on and then snug her up. So that's good. Let's go ahead and check on this manifold. So yeah, so we throw another coat on this thing. Let that cure, one more coat, then we'll let it cure for a little bit, throw the clear over it, should be good, then let it get some heat on it. Alright, so I just put another coat on there. Put this one a little heavier. This will be the 3rd coat right there. So we'll let this one sit for 30 minutes or so. Then we'll do another heavy coat. Let that one sit for another 30 minutes. And then I'm just going to put the heat gun in it on each ports for about 10 minutes each side. So put it in here for 10 minutes. Put it here 10 minutes, 10, 10, 10. You know, so roughly about almost an hour, you know, of just straight up heat on it. And that will help bond that. Then we can throw, well, we got to clear it too, but I'm just saying that would be the process. So let's let this cure for about 30 minutes. Alright, so I got the intercooler piping off the car. This pipe here, we didn't cut anything here, so I'm not worried about that. That was all cleaned already. But this section here, and then the one that loops around here, I want to go ahead and get that all blown out. Make sure nothing's in it, no metal shavings that can get sucked into the turbo of the engine and causing a failure somewhere. So got it all right here. Got the little air chuck, so we're going to connect it and blow all that out. As you can see, all that in there, all that's got to come out. So blow it out, get what I can with the air, and then go ahead and get like a rag, run it through it as best as I can as well. Make sure there's no shavings in anything. I mean, you can even see it all in here. The lighting sucks. Let me see. But anyways, you can see all the shaving right in here. So let's get that blown out real quick. All right, so I got everything all cleaned out, blown out everything, ran water through it, shook it up real good, pushed it through, put a bunch of rags in it, pushed it through as far as I can, pulled it all back out, got as much of it I can out. As you can see, it's just very slightly, but that's not enough where it's gonna hurt anything. I mean, it's blown out. All the big shavings are completely gone. I'm not worried about the rest of it, you know, so it should be good. Like I said, there's not really anything left in there. So yeah, that's done. I'm gonna let it dry before we put it on the car. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and put another coat on this here. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and run some heat through it. Like I said, I'm gonna run a little bit for here, some here, and then we'll flip it around, and each one of these as well. Make sure the heat gets transferred around it all. It'll help that cure better on the manifold, you know. Do this a little bit, and we'll shoot it with clear, do the same process. When it's all fully cured and everything, we can go ahead and get it all on the car and everything buttoned up with the turbo set up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the intercooler stuff all put back on the Accord and all that, and then by the time all this is on here, the manifold should be cool enough to touch. We can get that bolted on, and then the rest of the turbo stuff, all that on it as well. Let's see what we can do from there. I would like to try and drive it, but remember, Dustin kind of messed up the radiator right there, so yeah, can't really drive because I don't want it to get hot. But maybe we can start it up and stuff, rev it up a little bit. I really want to hear this blow-off valve. That's the main reason. So yeah, let's stop talking, let's get to work and get the intercooler stuff back on the car. Alright, so we got the intercooler piping all put on the car and everything. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and get the manifold on, the turbo on, all the stuff for the turbo, pretty much button up the whole turbo setup. Got the tripod. I'm gonna set it up and put you guys on a time lapse of getting this all put together. So let's get to it.
To the limit.
Alright, so all the turbo stuff's back on the car and everything. I don't know what happened to my gasket that went in here, but I don't care. It's got to be around here somewhere. I don't know if it's in their cord, honestly, or in this mess of stuff, you know. I know I have one, just don't know where it went. And as of right now, we really don't need that, because pipe's still got to come off and stuff for me to finish building this here, which we should have it ready for the beginning of the week. Really all I got left now is just the O2 sensor, so I'm gonna slap that on there real quick, and then turbo stuff should be all good, and turn the battery on and we'll start her up, see how she sounds and everything, you know. But we're going to get the O2 sensor on there, connect the battery and stuff like that. I'm gonna disconnect the distributor to pump some oil through everything, the turbo lines and all that, so it don't dry start and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all that, and then we'll be back. All right, should be time to eat now. Start up now. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah. Idling good, idling good. Oh, I still gotta do the plugs and the can seal, but I'll do that in another video. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see, watch the RPM. It's like cutting throttle. Ooh, it's getting smoky in here, quick. But look, full throttle. It's just cutting throttle. So that's something else I gotta figure out. It just started doing that. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is, so gotta get that figured out. Woo! Man, it's smoky in this thing. We'll cut this fan on that we have over here. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it in the camera, but woo! Stanky, 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 stanky. Stanky. Woo! This plugged in? No. Turn it all the way around for yeah, I guess. Let me plug this fan in real quick. Woo-wee. Here's the. Oh yeah. I'll blow it all out pretty quickly. That little fan gets it. So, but all right, guys, there it is. So we got to build a tab still for the intercooler, little things like that. But start it up. I don't have my laptop up here, or I will connect to see why it's cutting throttle. But for the most part, it's running again, so everything's all back together on it. So yeah, I'm gonna let the smoke clear out of here, and then we'll pick the camera back up. All right, guys. Well, it's all together. I went ahead and put this fitting on down here, and get this that fitting right there. Put the little charge line on it that goes to the wastegate to it. O2 sensors on, all that stuff. Obviously, you guys know. I can't figure out why it is cutting throttle, but I don't have my laptop here to connect to Honda. But I don't have my laptop here to connect to Honda and stuff to check it out. So I'm gonna save that for another time. But for the most part, it's all back together. So hopefully we can get Julian to weld up the intercooler pipe right here, and then all I will have is a coupler here, and that's it, you know. So we can take it apart. This upper piece, that's one piece, and then that's one piece. Eliminate a lot of couplers and boost leaks and stuff, you know. So hopefully we get him to do that soon. Then we got to get this cam seal done. I got new plugs, all that. So yeah, probably do that for the next video. We'll go ahead and do the cam seal, all that, pull the distributor out, take it apart and everything, get that sent out to Ride so they can build that harness, like I said, so we can go ahead and use the other distributor that's around here somewhere, right there, and then figure out that why it's losing throttle signal now. Told you this car has a mind of its own. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Probably not a lot in it. It's progress on the car. We need to get it done. Dustin wants to push to get it to the track soon. I want to push to get it to the track soon, and we got a long way to go until we're ready for that. So I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, everyone that has been subbing to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed and continue to watch the videos. Keep sharing these videos for me, guys, and we can only go up from here. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification button so y'all get notified when we post, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.